As Donald Trump takes office, chaos on the streets of the U.S. Capitol, with protesters smashing windows, blocking traffic, and clashing with police. I'm Andy Sullivan in Washington, just a few blocks from the White House, where in a few hours Donald Trump will be sitting behind that big desk. Hundreds of protesters in the streets here behind me in a protracted standoff with police. Police launching flashbang grenades, tear gas, trying to control the crowd, which at times has verged on violence. Meanwhile, behind me over here, you'll see they're burning trash cans, park benches, other items. Protests have been sort of sporadically violent throughout the day. Protesters smashing windows at a McDonald's, Starbucks, other symbols of global capitalism. If the first few hours are any indication, we are in for a rocky ride for the next few days. About 500 people, many wearing black masks and hoodies, marching through downtown, using hammers to claw up chunks of pavement to attack a Bank of America branch and a Starbucks. Others throwing bottles and rocks at police, who detained dozens on charges of rioting. Law enforcement chasing down demonstrators through the alleys in downtown D.C., where protesters shed their masks and black clothes after vandalizing property. Protesters also smashed the windows of a limousine and later set it on fire. A few blocks away, protesters also trying to block Trump supporters at checkpoints as they filtered onto the National Mall for Trump's swearing-in ceremony. Thousands of others protesting non-violently, accusing Trump of targeting Muslims, Hispanics, and other minorities, saying he'll bring fascism to the United States. No fascist USA! Protesters aren't just clashing with police and inanimate objects. Several colleagues of mine witnessing fistfights earlier in the day between protesters and Trump supporters. Trump supporters lined up along Pennsylvania Avenue for the parade. Protesters own the rest of the city. Trump himself appearing to draw a relatively thin crowd for his swearing-in ceremony on a gray, rainy day, significantly smaller than the estimated 2 million who turned out for President Obama's first inauguration in 2009.